first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. 3
yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Now here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. First carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. More now. Being chased out, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mario Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 5. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Green 39.
From the gun, Moore. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, Brendan, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. Amid down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A second down carry for Procise. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Shift together here from the D-line. On the run, Darkwa. And some room to work. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On second down, McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Let's go. Green.
To throw on 2nd down. Moore. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Moore now, throwing on 3rd and long. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Moore to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 21-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Moore from the gun. He'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Moore throwing on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run with Darkwa. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, he's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. All right, now
Operating from the gun. Moore. And some room to roam now. And he slides to avoid the hit. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Given 9 there on the 1st down completion. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Looking to throw on second down. Moore. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Moore now, off the play fake. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 14 yards that time for number 14. Here's Moore on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll hand it off to Procise. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. It's Landry now on the end around. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Procise with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Moore. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. No, check.
Moore to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Moore operating from the gun. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he steps away. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Moore. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Moore. He's going to look deep down This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go now.
Moore now, operating from the gun. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down.
All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. Moore. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Moore on third down. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Luke Kuechly in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Landry now on the return. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Moore on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. No, check.
Now Moore throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, But if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And, you know, in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And the Seahawks on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Gun! No, check.
Operating from the gun, Moore. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. More now. Throwing to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again. Moore. Complete. It's Johnson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
All right, here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's got it up and through. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spring, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spring, make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up out my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. All this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the bank. Water, diamond on my ring. You know that I'm rockin' Philip Blue. You know that, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, driving around right in that Bentley. Ay, you driving around right in that Bentley. Ay, but your shit, it should be rented. Ay, but that is none of my business. Ay, money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, you like Guinness. Ay, yeah, she know I'm a rock star. Looking at my chain, on my diamonds rock hard. Turned the way up, I ain't getting tired. And if you wanna race, then we gonna ride. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, I've been since my early days. I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pen, the camera. Please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain. Off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt you. I will silence my brain, scream louder. Asking when I'm gon' myself. cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news. When handcuffed, wrist and his skin turned blue. I met God once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's out front.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too, boo. First class seats is overrated. Won't go lest they overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating. My street for stay well acquainted. Their morning is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out in my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I like to see you dance. Party people, move. Party people, I like to see you groove. This is how we do. This is how we do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thoughts with a feeling, and you're right